Have you ever caught your husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend cheating? So what happened?
Story 1. Sarah, 29, caught him with a coworker. We had been together for 3 years. I genuinely thought we were building something real. We lived together, talked about getting a dog, even baby names came up once. He worked in marketing, and I always admired how passionate he was about his job. He had this coworker, Megan, who he often mentioned. I never got weird about it, even when he talked about their inside jokes or long work dinners. One day, I got a message on Instagram from someone I didn't know. His best friend at work. She said, "I'm sorry, I can't keep this to myself anymore. You deserve to know." She sent me screenshots of texts between him and Megan. Flirty, explicit, and painfully clear. My hands were shaking. Felt cold all over. I waited until he got home. I didn't say anything at first. I just showed him the screenshots. He tried to lie, said it was old, out of context, even claimed they were jokes. But I had seen enough. I told him to leave. He cried. He said he was lonely, that it just happened. I said I needed time. I moved in with my sister for a few weeks. Eventually, I realized I didn't want to live in suspicion or wonder if it would happen again. I ended it. I still miss the version of him I thought I knew, but I don't miss who he turned out to be.
Story 2. Mike, 35, found out through social media. My wife and I were married for 8 years. We met in college. I travel often for work and I always made sure to check in, send gifts, book surprise dinners when I came back. But something changed. She became distant. Her phone was always locked. She'd giggle while texting and then go silent when I walked in. One night while I was in another city for a conference, I noticed a story on her Instagram. It was up for less than an hour, but in it, she was at a beach with someone. I couldn't see his face clearly, but the body language was intimate. When I messaged her, she said she was out with a friend from yoga. I had a feeling. I hired a private investigator. A week later, I had photos, them going into a hotel, kissing in his car. I felt like I had been punched in the gut. I confronted her calmly. She cried and said she felt abandoned because I was always gone. I told her that I had built my career to give us a future, and that cheating wasn't a solution to loneliness. We tried therapy. She couldn't let go of the other man. I filed for divorce. It broke me for a while, but I'm rebuilding. I'm more present with people now, and I'll never ignore my gut again.
Story 3. Priya, 24, caught him red-handed. We'd been dating for a year. Things were going well, or so I thought. He was affectionate, talked about me to his family, and we even planned a short vacation together. One weekend, I decided to surprise him with his favorite takeout and a bottle of wine. He hadn't responded to texts all day, but I figured maybe he was just napping or busy. When I pulled into the driveway, I saw a second car I didn't recognize. The living room light was on. I walked up quietly. I heard music, then laughter, then, unmistakable sounds. I peeked through the side window. He was with a girl. They were on the couch, halfway undressed. Felt paralyzed, then angry. I knocked loudly. He answered, stunned and shirtless. The girl ran into the bedroom, then out the back door. He said nothing. I just said, "Don't call me. Don't text me. We're done." I walked away and cried in my car. I blocked him that night. The betrayal was sharp, but the clarity was stronger.
Story 4. Carlos, 40, forgave her but never fully trusted. She was my high school sweetheart. We'd been together on and off for years, then moved in together and got serious. I found out when I saw her phone light up in the bathroom. The screen showed a message preview from a guy with a heart emoji. She'd forgotten to lock it. I checked. There were weeks of messages, pictures, plans to meet. I confronted her. She cried and said she'd messed up, that it was a moment of weakness after a fight we had. I was furious, but also heartbroken. She begged me not to leave. She said she loved me. I stayed. We did therapy. She was open, apologetic, and tried really hard. But something changed in me. I no longer trusted easily. I second-guessed everything. I wanted to move forward, but that seed of doubt never fully died. We're still together, but sometimes I wonder if I should have left when I had the chance. I love her, but love doesn't always fix betrayal.
Story 5. Jenna, 31, the silent betrayal. He was charming, thoughtful, and attentive. We were married for 6 years. We didn't fight much. I thought we were solid. It wasn't until after we separated that I started seeing the cracks. I was cleaning up our joint credit card account when I noticed hotel charges in cities he claimed he hadn't visited. Flights, expensive dinners on nights he said he was working late. I dug deeper. Emails, DMs, photos saved in old cloud backups. Turns out he'd been cheating for years. With different women. One-night stands, ongoing flings, all of it. He never confessed. When I confronted him, he just looked at me and said, "You wouldn't understand." It was like I had been living with a stranger. Shook me to my core. I wasn't just heartbroken. I questioned my judgment, my memory, my entire reality. I'm finally in a better place. But I still triple-check the truth now. I trust slowly, if at all.
Story 6. Leo 27, learned the hard way. I introduced them to each other. My girlfriend and my best friend. We'd all hang out. Game nights, parties, lazy Sundays. I had no idea they were hooking up behind my back. I found out through another friend who saw them out together, holding hands. At first, I thought it was a mistake. I asked them both separately. They denied it. Then I said I had proof. I didn't yet. I just wanted to see their faces. That's when they both cracked. The betrayal hit me twice, from her and from someone I called a brother. I cut them both out immediately. The worst part was realizing how many signs I missed because I trusted too much. I've grown stronger since, but I don't let people in easily anymore.
Story 7. Mia, 22. Caught him before it got serious. We'd only been dating a couple months, but he came on strong. Flowers, good morning texts, all the "I'm not like other guys" charm. But something felt off. He'd cancel last minute. He'd get cagey about where he was. So I got curious. One night he said he was sick and couldn't go out. I went to a local bar with a friend, and saw him there. With another girl, holding her waist, laughing like they were in love. I didn't make a scene. Waited. The next day I asked, "So how was your night in bed with the flu?" He blinked, then just said, "I'm sorry. I wasn't ready to be serious." What? Rest. It hurt, but it taught me not to ignore my instincts. If someone makes you feel unsure all the time, there's usually a reason.